Welcome to the project demonstration of IoT Smart Grid. So here we are going to send the 4 parameters to the IoT using ESP8266. So the 4 parameters are voltage, current, temperature and a frequency of the input grid. So the here voltage and current we are going to change them. We are making use of potentiometers, though in real time also we are going to provide the AC current and voltage through the CT and PT, and now in order to change that, to make the abnormal conditions, we are making use of potentiometers. So here the coming to the inputs, so we are going to provide direct 230 volts power supply to this transformer. From here we are going to transform the 230 volts to the 12 volts of AC voltage, and that particular AC voltage will be given to this regulated power supply board. So on this board we have the 4 diodes which will connected in a pattern to rectify the AC to DC, and after that we will get the pulsating DC, and in order to remove the pulses we are going to making use of capacitor. The capacitor will remove the pulses and will get the pure DC voltage, and that will be 12 volts. So our microcontroller need 5 volts. So by using the 7805 regulator we are making use of this regulator, and then will generate the 5 volts constant voltage to the PIC microcontroller main motherboard. So once the microcontroller motherboard get the 5 volts power supply, it start reading the input from this sensor board. So this 4 parameters as a temperature and potentiometer and this voltage and current and frequency. So for frequency measuring purpose we are making use of optocoupler, and so this is a PC817, and from here we are going to count the number of pulses per second, so that the pulses will be counted using the timer circuits, and it will calculated and displayed to sending to the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, right? And here the connections are coming to this A0, A1, A2, A3 and A4 are connected to this board, and a buzzer interface at C3 pin, and a Wi-Fi module at B0 and B1, and a relay is connected to the C7 pin. So here whenever the abnormal conditions detected, then automatically we are going to isolate the power supply to this load with help of electromagnetic relay, which will operate at 5 volts. Okay, so this is the main circuitry for protection the grid whenever the abnormal conditions occur. Okay, and now coming to this motherboard, so we are going to provide the 5 volts power supply from here, and here like a reset switch and a crystal oscillator, and this one is power LED indication, and green light is a program LED indicator. So before switching on this kit, we need to install some softwares in our mobile phone. So the application should be used for to get the data to the IoT. So first thing is we need to enable the Wi-Fi hotspot with the project 4424, and a password should be 123456789, and then after enabling the hotspot, install applications of network analyzer. This is the one application with this icon as we shown before, and another is Juice SSH. So that is a Juice application to monitor the data continuously streaming. So now just go to this network analyzer and stay there. After enabling the hotspot, only switch on the kit, then only the Wi-Fi hotspot will the ESP8266 module will be connected to the mobile phone. You can observe that in connected manager in the settings. So once the Wi-Fi module got initialized, then automatically the light will be on and off 2 times, and the bulb will be switched on through the electromagnetic relay, right? And now go to the application, open the application and go to LAN scan and do the scanning. So there we can get the IP address of our ESP8266. We can see that ESP Express, so that is 45.43, and note down that IP address. And now go to the SSH client, and here, alright, so now enter the 8080. So this is very important. So the IP address which we got from the network analyzer app, and 8080 is a port number. So right, so as we are now getting the 0 frequency, right? So they will lose contact as we said that. And now we are getting the exact parameters: voltage, current, temperature, and we all set the temperature voltage for 180 below. So I am rotating that in anti-clockwise. So when the voltage is below 180, then we'll get the audible alert low voltage, and whenever the sufficient voltage, then there will be no alert. So for every time we need to restart the system once the relay gets switched off. And just instead of restarting that, if you restart that again, we need to restart the application also. Just I'm showing the alertings now. And the current also we set for 200. Now we set the current for high, like it's above 240. So now I'm setting that anti-clockwise is decrement and the clockwise is increment. So now the condition is normal. So whenever the current is below 240,